Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a bake with me, and Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so I thought I'd share with you my favorite Valentine's Day dessert. Now, Daniel and I definitely don't go all out anymore. We used to go all out, fancy restaurant, fancy gifts every Valentine's Day, but now we've been married for about 6, almost 7 years now, and we're kind of just like, whatever. So we're probably just gonna get takeout for Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna make like a special dessert or something, and that will be our Valentine's Day. But today I'm gonna share with you how to make my mini chocolate covered strawberry cheesecakes, and these are so easy, lots of fun. I love chocolate covered strawberries and cheesecake, so this is like 2 of my favorite desserts all in one. So I'm super excited. So I'm gonna share with you how to make it. It's gonna be delicious, so let's get started. Okay, so here is my recipe right here. I did have an original recipe that I've been using for a couple years now, but I can't find that notebook. It probably got lost during the move, unfortunately. So this is just all by memory. Hopefully I did it right. I don't know if I have the temperatures in the oven correctly, but we'll find out today. But this is the recipe right here, and I will leave it in the description down below. I'll type it up for you guys and just stick it in the description. But you're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, and this is the cream cheese I use. Just leave it out at room temperature before you start baking, because the cheese needs to be nice and soft, so it'd be easier for you to mix. So yeah. And then you're going to need some butter, vanilla extract. You're going to need graham cracker crumbs. You could buy just graham crackers and like break it apart yourself and make the crumbs yourself. But this I found at Target, and oh my god, this will be a lifesaver. This will be time saving, so it doesn't take too much time. So I do suggest getting some already pre-made graham cracker crumbs if you'd like. Some vanilla extract, a couple bowls. You can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer like that. You're gonna need some granulated sugar, some Pam to spray on your muffin tin, and you're going to need some room temperature eggs. And tip here, if you forget to take your eggs out like I did, just run the faucet water on your sink and make sure it's hot water, obviously not boiling water, and just stick the eggs in the hot water for a few minutes, and then it'll get to room temperature. And then for the eggs, you are going to separate it, so put the egg yolks here and egg whites here. You guys, I'll explain everything in the mix. And these are the strawberries. When you are doing your strawberries, wash them and let them dry. So I'm drying them here on paper towel, and you want to pick out the good strawberries, obviously not strawberries that are not bruised, and make sure they're medium size. You don't want them too large sitting on top of the cheesecake mixture. So yes, I'm gonna let that dry some more. Ooh, it's still kind of wet, but we are going to make the crust first, so let's get going. Before we start, set your oven to 375 degrees and press start. You are going to need to melt 4 tablespoons of your unsalted butter, and then when that is done melting, combine it with the 1 cup of graham cracker and your 1/4 cup of sugar. You're going to mix it all together until the butter is all incorporated with the sugar and graham crackers to make a nice, lovely crust for your cheesecake. Now place some cupcake liners in a muffin tin and begin dropping rounded tablespoons of the graham cracker mixture into each liner. Press the crumbs into the bottom of the liner, likely creating a nice crust. What I am using is I'm using the shot glass because it has the bottom right there, and I am pressing down on it to make a nice crust. I do like having a lot of crust for the cheesecake, so I put a lot of mixture in mine. When you are done pressing down on your crust, pre-bake it for 8 minutes, then remove from the oven and reduce the temperature of the oven to 350 degrees. This is very important when you are making cheesecake, so make sure to reduce the temperature to 350. In a large bowl, mix your 16 ounce of your cream cheese that is in room temperature. Add your 3/4 cup of sugar, your 1/2 tablespoon of salt, your 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and mix that all together. This does take a while because you do have to stop mixing and scraping down the bowl around the sides, and the cheese kind of gets stuck. Once all of those are fully combined and creamy, beat the egg yolks one at a time into this mixture. You should get a nice creamy consistency after adding the egg yolks. And remember, add the egg yolks one at a time. This is really important. In a small bowl, you could either use a hand mixer or a stand mixer like I'm using, and beat the 2 egg whites on high speed until soft peaks form. And when that happens, add a dash of sugar and continue beating for another minute or so until you get nice softer peaks. After that, gently fold the egg whites into the cream cheese mixture. You want to fold this lightly so it makes a nice thin consistency. You do this so you don't get lumps into your cream cheese. You never want lumps in your cream cheese. So fold it like I'm doing it. This does take some arm work and it does take a while, but trust me, it's worth it. Then divide the cheese mixture into your muffin liners until the cups are almost full. Not all the way full, because while you're baking it, it will puff up. Bake for 20 minutes and let it rest at room temperature for 10 minutes. You will see some cracks at the top, but that's just fine because the chocolate will cover all the cracks and stuff. I am using a whole bag of Ghirardelli chocolate. You guys could do whatever chocolate you want and melt it in any way. I am using the microwave because that just seems easy. Take your mini cheesecake out of the cupcake liner and put a good amount of your melted chocolate on top of it. Then dip your strawberry into the melting chocolate and put it on top of your mini cheesecake. And guys, it looks amazing. Please let me know down in the comments below if you've tried this recipe. It tastes so good and it looks amazing. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and have a great Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.